Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Debt-Free Farm with me, Simulation for the Nation, coming to you from West Newton Farm. Now, when we last joined you folks, we were just kind of getting settled in. We pulled some more machinery back up to the main yard, and today we have finished drilling a field for a neighbor, our first contractor on the yard here. I'm going to jump up onto this skip. We drilled this field here with barley, not the biggest field, 38, but it's a nice little start. But you'll see that the finances have dipped significantly. Now there's a strong reason for that one. We have had to purchase quite a bit of fertilizer. So we jump on in. You'll see at the moment that we do have GPS is not active on this vehicle, which is very true. Main reason for that warning is because we are using Pro Seed in game here. Now typically the John Deere will pull the drill, and that does have GPS, so that makes it all the more comfortable. I know I've got space. So the fast track was put onto this one because the John Deere's got something else attached that we're gonna have a look at in just a moment. But yeah, that's just the reason behind that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this back to the yard. We're gonna park it up. We do need to go and get some fertilizer. Part of one of the rules of the Debt-Free Farm Challenge is that you have to buy all of your seed and fertilizer in bag form. You cannot use a trigger. So we have some fertilizer bought, and we need to go down and pick that all up. So that'll be the next step. Since we last spoke as well, there has been a bit of a change. I'm gonna shut this guy up. A bit of a change in our machinery lineup due to a release on the mod hub that I thought would fit perfectly well, and it actually saved me a little bit of money. So we'll have a look at that in just a moment too. But yeah, first of all, you can see we're really not far away. There is Altenburn. We're heading right over there now. But we'll drop the drill off straight away there, and then we'll figure out our plan for the next step. Because, like I say, we do need to head on down. We only have the JCB telehandler. That is our loader, so a little bit tricky at times because it's awfully slow. We'll get around there. There we go. Awfully slow, so it does make it a little bit more tricky in terms of how we're going to get down to the store to pick this up. One of the next purchases I'd love to make to save a bit of money for is a tractor loader, and I'd love to get that John Deere 6M that was the official John Deere 6M that was released recently. I'd love to get that on board, but that's a lot of money. It's about 110,000 at base price, so we need to save up a lot for that. But we'll see. We will see. Right now, like I say, we're going to stick this into the shed. We will also get ourselves all buttoned up. Get the John Deere ready to go. I believe it is just in here, so that's all good. I'm going to hit my own gator. Do that. Excellent. So at the time of recording this is Friday today. You should have seen the first episode of the Debt-Free Farm. This is going to be coming out on Monday moving forward, so keep an eye out for that one. Okay, let's get ourselves in. This is a long old numb thing to reverse. Get over there. That's better. But it is pretty handy. It's 6 meters wide. It's a pretty nice little thing to have when you're out and about drilling. It made very short work of that ground, so that's all good. What we are going to do is stick the fertilizer spinner onto the fast track as well, because that is going to be one of our next tasks. We want to get our grassland that we own. We want to get that ready to roll, because we need to... we're going to try and get 2 cuts off there where possible. 1 silage, maybe 1 hay, or maybe both silage, we'll see. Before some of those fields are going to get ploughed in. As a reminder, I'll bring up my bring up the PDA here. You can kind of see there we go. You know what? As a reminder, we do own a few fields up in the north here. 39, 40, and then 61 or 59 through 62 are all grass. So we need to get those all fertilized, so that we're then gonna probably plow over a couple of those, I would suggest, just see how that looks. But yeah, that's gonna be a little bit down the line anyway. For now though, let's just pull ourselves forward. Yeah, we don't have any fertilizer in the yard here to speak of, so we do need to figure out that one as well. So lots of challenges ahead, but as you'll see on the back of the John Deere is the next Beacon's probably on. Of course it is. Is our new cultivator on the back of the John Deere here. Now, we did have a subsoiler and a tine harrower, really. We sold those, and we went for the Bednar press pack here. This is 6 meters wide, so it's a meter wider, and it was only about 9,000. It's very cheap for what it is, really, comparatively speaking. And it looks very nice to boot. So, yeah, that is new to us already. So we did a bit of a swap around there. The John Deere itself is going to go onto the plow because at some point today we do have to go and do a little bit of contract plowing. Our second job, I believe we are heading down towards field 75 in the southwest corner. So that'll be exciting to get that Cavernian plow up and working. We'll probably need to wait on the front of that one as well, though. So we'll see how that goes. Now, I am curious. We do have around the corner here. Oh, and jump. We do have our trailers. This one is the empty one. The other one, the Thompson trailer, is through there with seed on the back of it. So what we'll probably do is use this one to go and grab our fertilizer. I'm just wondering if the JCB telehandler has a hook that will work. I haven't bought any pallet forks yet, so that is something we need to think about. But always nice to get on to a good old JCB. I did notice the TM that was released earlier in the week there on the motor as well. That looks pretty good. A lot more expensive than this old girl, though, I am sure. So we'll steer clear of that for the time being. Back we go. So how you doing anyway? I hope everyone is well. Oh, easy does it. Do let me know what you think of Wes Newton. I saw VF's Virtual Farmer had his first look out recently as well, which is great to see. A lot of people have been asking on its progress. It is coming soon, all being well. We are just waiting for a few last little bits of testing before it gets uploaded to Giants and a few last issues to kind of resolve. But as soon as they are good, it should be good. So we're just going to wait and see what that looks like. Stop there. And back we go. Now this JCB is almost a form of torture on the road. It is really, really slow. However, we need to think about... I don't know what we can do about that. It's just not built for speed, sadly. It does, however... have the trailer hitch function properly on the back. Now what I need to make sure is if I do this... change steering mode... Front wheel steer only, that's what we want. Wonderful. No, I appreciate it's going to take quite a long time for me to get down and back. So what we'll probably do, as we bounce over the road, is just cruise on down to the store. It's a trip we've taken a few times before there. At the full 12 miles an hour, and we will see you on the aid of a time lapse on the other side.
Walk me in the morning sun, tell me I'm the lucky one. I'm riding on the wave of a notion that I could be brave. Is there anything good on the radio? Turn it up loud and let me know how it used to be before anyone heard of you and me. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great. Running out of town just to celebrate. The fortune's here to stay. A one-way ticket to a better day. A rocking chair and a glass of wine. In the shade of a tree and I'm feeling fine. There's not a lot to ask when life is going by so fast. One breath away. Step up and say, hold on to what is real. The love you feel is like
ladies and gentlemen, I would not advise doing that trip very often with this telehandler. If you do choose to use it, it is not quick at all. Many things have happened, or could have happened in the time that I've sat here, but never mind, we're down here. We're going to get these bags put on there, and then we have to take the whole trip back up, which is probably going to be even slower, which is fun. Which really emphasizes why we need a tractor with a 40-50k box on a front loader, i.e. that little John Deere, or something similar. And then this kind of trip becomes no problem at all, really. However, what we need to do is get in. We also haven't bought a bag lifter yet, so that is also going to be something we have to pick up. Get in there. Oh, sorry people. Massive big queue behind me, perhaps unsurprisingly. And then we'll leave that there as well. I'm stuck. Excellent stuff. So what we've got, 1, 2, we've got 6 bags of fertilizer, which should be more than enough for what we need to start with. We do need to pick up a bit of a bag lifter though, so we'll do that right about now. Go telehandlers. There she blows, that'll do us, thank you very much. Okay. Alright then, so it shouldn't take too long to get these all on. I love the color scheme of those trailers I went for there. I think that looks very nice. Very much Chieftain-esque. Yeah, very cool. I do like this telehandler as well. It's got some good power to it. It's nice and responsive. It's just slow. Slow on the road. Very quick on the lift there though. Happy days. So we're going to get these 6 loaded up here. We'll get our way back on up the through to the yard the same way that we came probably. And then yeah, we'll get on with the next job. So we'll see you up there when we're ready to go. We're not going to get this spread straight away, I don't think, because I do want to go and get started with that next contract. Since adding seasons in, I had and getting myself ready to go there, the number of contracts has actually diminished significantly. I was sent an update so to the maps, that could be why. So rather than having the plethora that we did have, we're now down to about 3 today. I'm hoping that really does increase there once we cycle through a day, because we are still in early spring right now. So hopefully that's the case, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I do, like I say though, we'll get this all back up to the yard there, and then we'll get on with the a little bit of contract plowing, I think, with the mighty 7810 and also the iPlow. We'll stick on the we're going to stick on the GPS as well, just so we can make it even more accurate and a little more efficient and faster, which is always fun. Okay, stick these ones on here. So yeah, like I say, we've got 2 more to load on. We'll go and get that done, and we'll see you back up at the yard after what is going to be very, very, very slow return. Well, folks, we have just about made it. It has taken forever, but we're here. I am just going to swing this straight into the yard, park it there, and we're going to probably get this filled up, actually. Get the fast track on, get the fertilizer on the deck, and then, yeah, that job is done. So we'll get these grasslands all taken care of first. And then we'll do a spot of even plowing later on and probably pick that up in one of the next episodes there. So it's good lord, is it taking some time. Now what I'm probably going to do, actually, I think we're going to use this little stack yard here as a loading area. So we'll just swing into here like so, and then pick that back over here a bit. Nice little area. I do hope to use this predominantly for stacking silage bales once we have some. which would be nice because yeah, looks pretty perfect for that actually. There we go, plenty of space to get in there. Wonderful stuff. And again, and then yeah, we'll just go and grab the fast track. And we've got that field there. We've got a few fields to get cracking with here, so we'll probably start on this little one and go over the hedges, get them all done and dusted. Won't take us too long to do. But yeah, as I was saying, a nice big area to store bales in, away from the main yard, but still nice and handy. Perfect stuff. Okay. Beautiful views from around here as well. Really nice crisp spring day. Everything looks just so perfect. It really does. We are now... this is a slightly new update, so there is a workshop trigger going into here. You'll see NM added in the workshop shelving, which is pretty cool. But this shed alone is huge. So much space here that we could utilize. We'll just get the top of the fertilizer spinner down, and then let's get this filled up and get some proper farming done, shall we? Plenty to get cracking on with. Now, like I said earlier in the first episode there, we do currently have, I think this is the 32 meter spreader. Nice and wide, plenty of working width and capacity. Also, we did go for that one of the larger capacities there, so we shouldn't ever have any issues. I'm probably just going to start by putting these two in, I reckon. Otherwise, that looks pretty good. Looks like they're all done already. Perfect. Excellent stuff. I do love the classic shape of this fast track here. It is absolutely beautiful. Let's get you lifted up though. I wonder if we nearly need a weight on the front of this old girl, but we'll survive. So we're gonna go to the right. There's more fly tipping up here. It's everywhere these days, and West Newton is no exception, sadly. Okay, so that is going to be a sheep pasture there, so we could use that one. We don't have any sheep right now, but it's nice to have it there as an option. And I'm going to open this gate. This is field number 1. And then we're going to open this gate. Open, perfect. And then we go into here as well. We can do this guy. Nice and wide road. I'm almost tempted as well, because this is our track. But if we need to, if we make that many bales, we can just line them all up down on this side of the track here as well, should we ever need to. Plenty of space there. But yeah, I do think we'll keep out of these 5 fields that we're going to go into. I do think we'll keep at least 2 of them as silage. The other 2 being, or the other 2 or 3 being ploughed over for a cereal crop. But we'll see how that looks. But yeah, for now at least, I do hope that we'll get these all lifted as silage first, and then maybe even the second hay cut off there as well. And what would help is if that was all done and dusted. Ah, we're away. Perfect. Nothing like getting out and spreading fertilizer on a beautiful, beautiful spring day. We've got a lot that we want to get done. We're waiting for the contracts to come in, like I say there. Hopefully that will be across the course of the next couple of days. I'll really flood in. But for now, there's a handful there that we'll try and take care of. We'll try and look into the transport ones. However, if it means that we're going to have to use the JCB a bit more, then we need to rethink our trailer solution, because we might want to get a trailer which has a ramp on that I can actually pull the JCB with it, because otherwise that's not going to happen. Not at that speed, certainly. Alright, and we are... This field is really not the biggest. Not going to take too long to do at all. Hey, we're flying. We're actually farming. What a great time to be alive. And then, yeah, we'll fast forward this. Like I say, hopefully I would like to think that we could get another first cut off here by the late spring. And then a second cut off by middle of the summer. And then that'll line this all up very nicely to get something in the ground for the winter. That's field number 1 done. We'll aim to get barley into most of them to begin with. As you can see, spreading 36 meters wide, it's not going to take too long to get through all of these at all. Let's get that tree branch trimmed, that's a bit high. Alright then, this is a little bit bigger. This would be nice to actually get the GPS into, but I'm a bit reluctant to buy more GPS for the second tractor because it's 15 grand a hit. So we might have to be a bit more cunning with how we use that John Deere, I think, at times. But for now, the fast track will do. And what I do like about this as well, there's a great opportunity as I bring up the PDA here to see, like, field 9 would be a great field to buy onto next, but as would 58 and 67, just kind of really extending out across the top. It is also my hope as well as we get into this, as I mentioned in the last episode there, that, you know, the contracts are going to be the key to us in terms of revenue generation here, and one of the most prominent contracts is baling. And so I do think it'll come a point where I might look to pick up a new baler, maybe towards the end of this summer here. Especially I saw 4D Modern's baler coming out, that looks very good. Hopefully the D100 is quite cheap, so we'll be able to utilize that across on the farm here as well. It'll look pretty mean being pulled out behind this fast track, that's for sure. That's where you need to get courseplay in, and you really need to rely on courseplay and make it function properly, so that's going to be a nice challenge for us as well. But we'll see how that goes. Otherwise though, we're just going to keep pushing through this. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing 2 headlands there, that's a bit strange. Let's just turn ourselves around. Better. There we go. And yeah, like, we're flying through here. We've just used 12% across these 2 fields already, so I think we should get these all pretty much done under one. What we will need to do if that's the case then is move the fertilizer inside. All of the sheds on the map here have the seasons mask, so there's no risk there, which is great. And we'll see how that all goes. But for now, what I think we'll do, we're just going to continue on with the fertilizer across these fields here. A lot of this field felt like a mammoth to record because of the length of the drive in there, but hey, I hope you have enjoyed it anyway. We're kind of getting ourselves settled in. We're starting to get a little bit of actual farm work done now, which is great. And we'll see how that goes. This is the episode number 2 of the Debt-Free Farm. In the coming weeks there, we'll start to get the live streams going as well. We're just waiting for this map to get kind of put through testing a little bit more there. So we're just taking it a little easier than perhaps we would normally. Until next time though, I've been Simulation for the Nation. I do hope you have enjoyed, and we will see you all next time. Catch you later.